Alright guys, what's up? It's Chris and yeah, back again with another MIA slash AJAT update. I was mostly leaning more to the MIA side, of course, because I'm taking more Matt's advice than I ever did really cats, so um keep that in mind. But yeah, basically just like, you know, how my immersion's going and whatnot. Um, so yeah, so basically it's been 3 months since my last video, so now it's 15 months that I've been learning Japanese. Um, so 17 years old, high school, senior. Um, going next semester is going to be I'm starting college in I think late August or so. Um, so yeah, so that's basically where I'm at right now in my life and with Japanese. And so like so to go into like how my past 3 months have been, they've been pretty good actually. I'm not gonna lie. At first it was kind of but like recently it's been getting pretty fun. Like recently I guess my greatest achievement has been reading 3 volumes of Shield Hero in the past week. I've sacrificed listening time for this, but like I got so hooked onto reading Shield Hero again that I went from volume 2 and read from volume 2 and volume 4, read all of those, and now I'm like currently going through volume 5 and probably gonna end up finishing it and going through 6, and then I'm gonna from there I won't have them digitally anymore, so I'll have to go like buy more, probably start buying the physical copies on Amazon Japan or something. But yeah, so I've been reading a lot of Japanese recently, and it's been a blast. Like I love reading it so much that like I'm reading it on my phone on the train, even when I can't look up some words. Like I'll just keep reading. Like that's how hooked I am on it right now. But anyways, so yeah, there's that. I also dabbled a little bit in some visual novels. Found that like visual novels, especially like the kind of what makes them hard to get into is kind of like the same thing. Like when you first start light novels, you're not used to it. Like you're not used to the way they say some things, and also if you play a visual novel that like if it's mostly character interactions, then the Japanese is not that hard. But when you go into like the monologues and like descriptions and stuff, so that if you play the visual novels that have like the text from that take up like the whole screen, where the text takes up the whole screen, not just the bottom, like what the character's saying, and is like actual like full descriptions and like the whole thing, like the Fate Stay Night visual novel, like the way that one's set up, like something like that, then yeah, the vocabulary is going to be a lot more difficult, and like it's going to get time to learn the vocabulary, but it's also going to take some time to get used to um the vocabulary in terms of like fully grasping the meaning, because like they're very descriptive, and of course it's really hard to understand descriptions in a foreign language you're learning. That's definitely one of the harder things. And so yeah, and so like I played some of that for a little bit over spring break last week. I'm have it on hold right now because I started Shield Hero and I don't feel like playing that visual novel right now. um Shield Hero is really where I've been doing where I've been reading a lot recently, and I did also like do a decent amount of sentence mining over the break. Like I was getting at least like I was usually getting around 8 to 10 sentences per day, which is pretty good for me because I don't, like I said before, I don't sentence mine a lot. Um because I tend to just keep immersing, but I'm trying to make an effort to try to sentence mine a little more, especially because like now I started deciding to learn pitch accent, so it's like um looking up words helps because then I can also look up the pitch accent for it, and so then I can start paying more attention for it. Because like, um, yeah, because pitch accent is really gonna take time to work with, and I'm just gonna be real with you guys. Like, I'm not when I'm learning pitch accent, like I'm not going for like a super high level. Like I'm not like what I'm really doing right now is like, since I'm already gonna be listening to a decent amount of Japanese. Like right now, I'm not doing so much listening because I'm reading a lot right now. But I'm gonna get back to listening once I kind of uh like how is it, like satisfy this craving to read Shield Hero, I guess. um yeah, so after that, I'm gonna like do more listening and try to listen for pitch accent more. I think I'm sort of getting being able to hear a little bit of the pitch accent like time to time, like because sometimes I'm not sure if what I'm hearing is like the tone, like not like the tone, but like the, I guess, the emotions with which people say words, or if I'm hearing the actual pitch accent. Like I'm not sure, like I think I'm hearing the pitch accent, but I'm like doubting myself on whether or not what I'm hearing is pitch accent or not. um if you know what I mean. I don't think, if you haven't tried to learn pitch accent, I don't know if you would understand, but I think the people who are like kind of understand what it is I'm talking about. um but yeah, basically it's just cause like pitch accent is like, I mean, it's just like I'm gonna be listening to a lot of Japanese anyway, so I might as well like just at least try to be able to hear it, so then I'll be able to pick it up a little bit more naturally and a bit more easily, and like have a slightly more consistent pitch accent when I'm speaking Japanese, you know, when I start speaking regularly, just so that my Japanese overall sounds better. Like I don't care if having like a super good pitch accent. I'm not interested in like reaching the heights that Dogen wants to reach or that Matt wants to reach. I just want my Japanese to sound better. Like I don't, but you know, I'm not so stressed about pitch accent. Like more people who really want to improve are like, that's not my thing. um you know, it's just to each their own kind of thing. Like do what you want. um but just know what you're getting yourself into, basically. Like know what kind of like have realistic expectations for the amount of effort you put in, is basically what you guys just need to know, I guess. So yeah. uh I can't even lie though. I think right now is probably the time I'm enjoying Japanese the most. It's for one, I'm finally like really like just got into reading like crazy, like because of Shield Hero. Like I just started reading, like I read 3 volumes within in the span of a week. Like I've never done that before in Japanese. I've never read so much Japanese before, because like that's like a over like 700 pages, or at least over 500 or 600 pages of Japanese. Like I've never done that, and it's kind of crazy to me. Like because normally when I would get hooked on something, it would be in English, but now I'm like got hooked on a Japanese light novel to the point where I can't stop reading it, even if there's some words that I don't know. Like that's a sign that I'm making progress. So like it's just crazy. It's like I never thought that this would happen, and so like now I'm just like really want to get my hands on like more light novels and stuff, because like in the first place what I really wanted to do with Japanese was read tons of light novels and stuff. Like there's so many light novels I want to read, and you know, there are some visual novels I want to play, but like there are a decent amount that are translated anyway, so like I don't really have that much of a motivation. But like Shield Hero, although there's an English version, the Japanese version is releases way ahead, you know, and stuff like that. So you know, it's just really nice being able to like do the thing that I kind of set out to learn Japanese for. And of course, like light novel, of course I'm not going to be satisfied with just light novels. Once light novels get easy, I'm gonna like challenge like something a little higher. Like it's just this thing, like even if for the people who are like just starting learning Japanese, like when you start get improved, the more you improve, the higher expectations you have. And like Matt says this all the time. You'll see it in like the recent interview with Jeremy. Like they say it's just like when you get better, you like realize the things that you don't know, and so then you want to improve even more. And so it's just like you always have this feeling that you suck even if you improve. And you know, it's just like but it's like even if you feel like you suck and you're still improving, like just enjoy yourself. Like I'm having the time of my life right now. Like it's at the point where Shield Hero is distracting me from like other things that I need to do. Like I've been reading it nonstop and I absolutely love it. And the reason why I'm not stopping myself, like even though I'm kind of like losing out on some reading right now, is because I've never been so hooked on something in Japanese before. Like not even in anime. You know? Like I've never been so hooked on something in Japanese that like I literally could not put it down. Like shit, I can't put it down right now. Like I just really can't. Like I want to know what happens next. Like I can't stop reading it. And you know, and I'm just letting it go because like I mean, I've read before before starting volume 2 of Shield Hero. The total number of light novels I've read is about 4, I want to say. For one, two, three. I think I read 4. Did I read 4? Two here. Yeah, I read 4 light novels, and then including the first volume of Shield Hero, and then another 3 volumes of Shield Hero. So now it's like about 7 light novels, and it's crazy because I thought I was like I didn't think I was gonna start like piling up like the amount of reading I'm doing so quickly. It's kind of amazing. I mean, also either once I, well, instead of saying once I get fluent, like once I'm get even better, like I'm still going to binge read when I get hooked on something anyway. So like, I mean, you know, it's being a little detrimental to my pitch accent right now, like in terms of learning, I started practicing how to hear, because just as I was like really getting to like listening to it, then I just started reading. But like, since I'm not gonna start speaking until maybe late August to September, like I'm not too worried about it, honestly, because I have time, and you know, and I'll be able to work on it and improve like my ability to listen to pitch accent, and hopefully work on pitch accent like speaking wise, you know, by shadowing and stuff, you know. um so yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised because I actually don't really have like an extreme amount of things to say right now. Like I don't know, like I feel like as I keep improving, um there's kind of, well, some videos I did have a lot to say like before the 1 year mark, but after the 1 year mark I feel like I don't really have that much to say. Like it's kind of like the same things over and over. But I will say that one RT, I'm so glad I chose to do the traditional RTK at the beginning personally. Just because like I know that I wouldn't do RTK twice anyways. Like I know math's new method is like start with the lazy kanji and then do traditional later, but like I wouldn't, if I start with lazy kanji, the only thing I'm gonna get is lazy kanji because I'm not gonna do traditional later. And so yeah, and it really helps because there's like this app on at least on Android that like you can write out the kanji like with your finger, and so that you can look it up. So like if you're looking at a book or something, you can actually like look up the word, which is really useful, you know, if you're reading paper books and you prefer reading paper books. I personally prefer reading paper books, because like one, you can take it anywhere, and you know, it doesn't hurt your eyes like screens do. Like specifically because I was like starting to read more Japanese on the desktop, I bought these like blue light blocking glasses. Yes, me with glasses. But basically these help protect your eyes, like when you're on the computer, from like the blue light that goes into your eyes. Like is the light that like makes your eyes hurt and stuff when you stare at screens for a long time. So it helps protect against that, and it's especially helpful. Like, these are especially helpful, I think, when you're reading stuff digitally. Like it really helps. Like my eyes hurt way less or don't hurt at all when when I read hella Shield Hero, like for hours straight, you know. Like before my eyes would hurt and I just keep reading while my eyes hurt, but like not, but with these it's like it doesn't really, that doesn't really happen anymore, not as much. Sometimes it does because I stay in front of screens for too long, but like those things make reading digitally like so like less hellish, I guess, because it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. um so yeah, I have Shield Hero, and then I have like some light novels over there that I'm planning on reading. There's 2 of them that I have a series of that I'm gonna get to eventually. First volume start out online. I don't know when I'm gonna start that, honestly. And then another one which I'm gonna read eventually, I know I am. Second volume of the Seishun Butayoro series, which I'm definitely gonna read because I love that series. And I'm probably gonna have to get more volumes of it because I know I'm gonna read that series because I love it. But I kind of put ReZero further in the back of this thing because honestly I don't feel like reading it right now, or anytime soon. I don't know. Like when I recall like the events of ReZero, like from when I watched the anime, Like the dumb things that Subaru does is just like it just bothers me. I don't know. It's just a me thing where it's just like I don't know where it's hard for me to go through like characters doing stupid things like that can be easily avoided. Um, not that I don't understand why he ended up like that, but I just don't feel like going through that again on paper right now. And so basically I'm gonna be a little more selective with the light novels that I buy now. Um, you know, and I'm just gonna go for the ones like instead of being like, oh, this is a good series, I'm gonna be like, oh, I like this series a lot, and I know that I wouldn't mind going through it again, or like either going through it again, like when I say going through it again, like I saw the anime and then want to go through the novels, like you know, it has to be something where I don't feel any like sort of like resistance against doing that, you know. So yeah, um, yeah. And I guess I play some games time to time. Like you know, I recently got Octopath Traveler. Me and my sister just kind of exchanging the Switch and playing that. Like, of course, I switched the language to Japanese, and then she plays it in English. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm not playing that much though. Maybe about if I play during the day, I play maybe about an hour of it, just because I'm reading Shield Hero right now. And then you know also have like some anime that I'm planning to watch and stuff like that. And I'm probably gonna find like some other shows on like Netflix and stuff. Like, I mean, not only finish Terrace House, cause like I still haven't finished the first season. I'm like a 10, like within 15 episodes away from the end or so. But like also check out some other Japanese shows that are up on Netflix that I can watch, because there's some that seem interesting, especially with the audio descriptions thing. Like, you know, it'll help really like it'll help me be able to better use you know, words, like, you know, especially like verbs and adjectives and stuff like that, like to be able to explain things. And yeah, um as for like I always forget to talk about this. People always ask me like around where I think my level is, and cause to be completely honest with you, I don't know. There's some things I can read easily and some things I can't. Like if I could read manga, manga's easy. You know, even Tokyo Ghoul, which I wasn't used to at first. I mean, I'll find the occasional word I don't know in there, but I can read it just fine. And um what is it? Shit. I don't even know. Um what was it? Um, wow, I'm sorry. I just really just completely blanked out there. I'm tired. I haven't slept that much recently. But yeah, so whatever I was talking about before, I'm sorry that I forgot. Oh yeah, it was like around my level. Like, uh, yeah, I can't really answer that. Some things are easy, some things are a bit difficult, but I'd say like I don't know. It's enough where I can read light novels. Oh, oops. Where I can like read a light novel and like sort of, even if it's a light novel where I'm not used to the vocabulary, I can like read it and like sort of get the gist of it. But there's like some light novels that I've gotten used to reading, and so they're much easier. And then they're like, if I go to like a new light novel, sometimes they might have vocabulary I'm not familiar with, and so I have to learn more vocabulary again, and then get used to it. Like it's a matter of getting used to the vocabulary and like learning the vocabulary, and then you can kind of just read things just fine. That's kind of like what's happening for me right now. But like it is hard to like continue when it starts off a bit rough. So yeah, but that's something I can't do anything about that, you know, because that's just how it is. But yeah, I've also have had a couple conversations in Japanese. I have a Japanese friend who you know, because he knows personally like how much I've improved in the past year, because I left the Discord server and like came back, and he was like, wow, like because like the last time he heard me trying to speak Japanese is like when I was an idiot and didn't know what I was doing, and then I can actually like form like sentences and stuff. And so you know, I mean, keep saying my Japanese is good, but of course I know that I know like I'm aware that my Japanese isn't like anything special, but I still like I guess I still feel that sort of pride where I've actually made progress, like I made improvement. Like yes, like if I speak Japanese, it's not like super good, but it's like, you know, I've come this far type of thing. Like when I can sit down and have like a simple conversation in Japanese, like wow, I've gotten this far, and it's a really awesome feeling, and you know, I'm proud of that, and uh I own that because I worked for it, you know. I mean, definitely like Matt versus Japan, Brit versus Japan, Katsumoto, like obviously it's honestly thanks to them also that I was able to get here because I found the method, but you know, I was also the one who like I like did the work, to like get here. Of course, there are people that help me as well, but I take pride in like the fact that I've gotten this far. But of course, I'm not letting it get to my head. I still got plenty more to learn, and I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here because it's already around 20 minutes. Don't want to make it that much longer. The next video will be like probably like 3 months later. So it's May 3rd right now. So uh June, July, yeah, August, pretty much. August will be probably when the next video goes up, and then by then I'll probably have started shadowing and stuff. But all I can say is now is that the 18th month like fluency that people thought they were gonna get, I can sort of see it now that like it's not what people are expecting. Like you'll be able to read a lot of stuff, but there'll still be a lot of things that you don't know at that point. 18 months is just 1.5 years. So like yeah, I'm just gonna keep working at it and try to get better every day until like I can truly feel like until like I can feel like yeah, I'm really good at I'm good at Japanese, until I can feel like I suck but I'm also pretty good at Japanese. Like I can't wait until I reach that point. I'm excited for that. Probably gonna take like another year or two, but like it's all good. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I'll see you guys.